Hey softball community, and a special shout out to our VIPers. Welcome to another Fastpitch live show here at Rip It HQ. I'm Gabby, our VIP manager here at Rip It, and with me today is Janelle, our product development specialist.
Hi, thanks for having me today, Gabby.
We're so excited, Janelle, to have you on the show. So today, Janelle's going to be giving you all insights to our upcoming apparel line and also showing you all our process for color matching, which is so huge because, we hear all the time from coaches, right? Them talking about they wanting the pants to match with the helmet, the uniforms, but the process that goes into it it's a lot of work.
It's definitely a lot of work matching everything from different product types, from different fabrics. So making sure that all the colors match is definitely one of the things that coaches are really looking forward to.
Yes, so everyone thank Janelle because she does an amazing job here at Rip It with managing so many of our different products because we are getting into apparel, which we're going to talk about today. And we're trying to, we're known for our hard goods, and now we want to expand more into apparels and basically being able to provide all the players, you girls, your daughters, your players, what they need. And so we are excited. We're going to be having these shows every Wednesday at 12 p.m. So we want to invite you to be a part of this conversation. Don't forget to click that share button, tag a coach and parent. Help us. We want to really expand and grow the sport of softball with you all. And in case you don't already know, we here at Rip It, we are Fastpitch inspired, and our mission is to elevate the player experience. So we're inspired by you, coaches, parents, and players, and we want to invite you to be a part of the conversation. So if you're tuning in right now, we want to give you a shout out. So share with us what team you're with, where you're from. We know in our last show we had a lot of teams participating.
I think there's at least 10 different teams and coaches that got shout out last show.
Yeah, and if you're also not watching live, don't forget to also still click that share button. We're going to be having an amazing conversation. If you're just tuning in, we have Janelle here, our product development specialist, who's going to be talking about upcoming apparel and a lot of amazing things. So I'm going to open up here and see if we have anyone tuning in. But Janelle, did you want to share some wins at Rip It that we had this week?
Okay, so this past weekend, Gabby and I actually both went to the NSC clinic in Chicago. We met a lot of different teams from up north, and we're really happy to have them help us expand our VIP program so that we're not just really Florida biased.
Yeah.
So we got at least 30 different teams from up north, so thank you everybody that was at the clinic in Chicago. It was great meeting you all.
Yeah, it was so amazing. And if you were at the NSC Chicago, comment below, say hey. I know we met a couple coaches. We had Coach Ken, we had Rose, Ashley, who was on they went on live as well when we were there. But it was so awesome connecting, like you said, with a lot of coaches from up north because we're Florida based, in case you watching don't know. So it's hot.
Yeah, so a lot of our players like things that are lightweight, breathable, sweat wicking, whereas up north when you're playing around the same times, it's probably about 40, 50 degrees cooler.
Yeah, it was snowing in Chicago, and here it's 80s.
It's 80 degrees every day.
Short sleeves. So we actually have coaches tuning in, so I want to give a shout out to Ryan. He actually is one of our new VIP coaches. Thank you, Ryan, for signing up. And if you guys are tuning in as well, we have a VIP program, which is amazing. We have over 300 teams now who work with us to help us create products for the girls. So as a VIP coach, you have opportunities to test out new products, give feedback, share with us, what are things that your girls are struggling with? What do you not like about the products? How can we make better products for your girls? So it's a great way for you to be a part of Rip It and what we're doing to give the best products for you girls. So you can sign up at ripitvip.com. You have opportunities to test out products, get exclusive discounts. And yeah, so Ryan, hey there, thanks for signing up. We have Melissa as well, hello. And Scott Whitmore, who's one of our VIP teams. He's from Oklahoma, 14U Gold. And then we have Coach Ken Janata. So he is Wildfire. So thank you, coaches. So if you're just tuning in, share with us what team you're with. And then, yeah, but that was amazing, the NSC Clinic. So if any of you are going to, because I know we'll be going to 3 other NSC clinics in January. So if you're planning to go, comment below, let us know which clinics that you're showing up so that we can be sure to say hi to you and you can possibly be in our live show.
Definitely.
And go on there. Yeah, what else, Janelle? Was there any other wins?
So some other wins include we finished finalizing all of our new apparel for spring 2019.
Yes.
So these are the clothing items that are going to be going to big box stores like Dick's Sporting Goods and Academy.
Oh my gosh, that is exciting.
I actually brought a couple of them to show.
Yeah.
So this is one of our VIP teams and players.
Love it.
And then this other Dick's exclusive is our swing and run and steal and slide and score and win. So both of these
Love
will be
it.
available for spring 2019 in Dick's. And then Gabby, I think you're actually wearing one of our new ones
Yes.
that got shipped out to Academy recently.
I know. So I'm sporting this shirt here, Beauty and the Beauty and Beauty and a Beast. And this is actually Academy.
Yes.
You can find this in Academy stores as an Academy exclusive. And today, though, we are doing something special. Like I said before, in each show, we'll be having a giveaway. And so today, the giveaway is our Beauty and a Beast shirt. So to win this shirt, all you have to do is basically tag a coach or a parent and click the share button. And then on Friday at 5 p.m., I'll basically choose someone randomly, and you will be the winner of this amazing shirt. It's super comfortable, by the way, as well. And Janelle, did you want to share a little bit of how we got inspired with this message?
So one of the things that we noticed going to a lot of different softball clinics and practices and tournaments was that there's this dynamic between the players where they want to feel beautiful, but they also want to be able to convey how dedicated they are to the sport of softball. And that's where the Beast comes from. So by implementing this Beauty and the Beast, this is actually our first shirt that we made for our Rip It apparel line.
Yeah, it's definitely special, and I love it because it's true. Like the girls, off the field, we see them, doing hair ties, braiding their hairs. But when they're on the field, like they have their game on, they're beasting it out. And so so this shirt, like everything that we make, and Janelle's gonna give a little bit more insights as we go on in the show. But a lot of our shirts are inspired by our players. We talk to players, we see how they are, and we want to create shirts that basically motivate them and that they can represent, softball on and off the field.
Definitely.
And it's so amazing because we see this, right? Like, we consistently see players switching to Rip It more and more because we see a lot of players, they want to wear a brand where they're committed to their sport. And
Exactly.
At Rip It, like, we're committed to softball. We're all for it. And we see, more coaches, more players, more parents wanting to be a part of the VIP program, wanting to be a part of the conversation. And it's just so exciting. It really is. So if you're just tuning in, tag a coach or a parent, click that share button, and you will have the chance to win the shirt. So, yes. And throughout the show, feel free to share in your questions that you have for Janelle. We're going to be having a Q&A session. So any questions that you have regarding, how we make products, what's coming up next, any questions related, submit that on the comments below. We're going to be answering that. And if you have any feedback, thoughts with whatever we talk about, feel free, because we want to invite you to be a part of this conversation. Yeah, so Janelle, you're ready.
Definitely ready.
Okay, awesome. So Janelle, so let's get started. Do you want to share with our viewers, some of the new apparels that are coming up? I know you showed those two, but what are some other quotes or things that are going to be coming up in stores and also on our website?
So some of the new products that we're looking to put on our website includes all of our t-shirts, and all of our t-shirts have sayings or quotes that have been inspired by the softball community. So as Gabby was saying before, we do a lot of work with our VIP teams that helps us co-create. So all the quotes that we're coming up with are things that players themselves have told us or that they should stay together when they're in their team dugout.
Right.
So if you look to the mannequin on the left, you can actually see one of our new shirts that says, "Sweat, grit, never quit." And this is really important for players because they're so dedicated to the sport of softball. So this shirt.
We'll ask players for feedback. What are things that players like to talk about? Like that you say to your players, because we want shirts too that really, where the players can kind of resonate. I can and I will just watch.
Yeah.
And what's really cool about that is Coach Cindy Corrado, she also does her own softball clinics as well. I saw that shirt and she was like, "Gabby, I say that to my players," which was amazing. And she immediately bought a bunch for her team and gave them out because when the girls wear it, they can remember what their coach is saying. So if you're watching right now, comment below and share with us what that we can encourage. So that's good, Janelle. Yeah, I do love how your department, Alan was on our last show. If you missed it, you can scroll down and tune in. But Alan and you, Colleen, you guys are very dedicated and really wanting to know, what do the players want? You're willing to spend the time to go out on the field and talk to these players.
So definitely one of the things that we do with all of our products at Rip It is anything that's new that's been released, we always run this by players first. So each new product has had between 300 and 600 different players put their feedback into the products.
Wow.
So we definitely work really hard with our VIP teams.
That is amazing. and Janelle actually. So, and if you guys are tuning in as well, feel free to put in any questions that you may have. You know, what upcoming products, our process with that, and whatnot. But it is very exciting. And so we are working also with retail stores, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that in regards to like Academy and Dick's? Like, how's that looking like?
So we work with big box stores like Dick's and Academy, and each store really wants their own exclusive items with Rip It. So what Rip It does is we make these products that we feel like would fit very well in each of these stores based off of what their target customer looks like. So for Dick's and Academy, we're looking more for shirts that kind of already align with some of the imagery that they're already used to. Whereas Academy, this is a new land for us. So like this Beauty and the Beast shirt, we actually had the chance to dress 200 mannequins in-house. So that come spring, all the softball community can see that this shirt is not just for players, but this is for softball players specifically.
Right, I love that. And I know that we're working really hard. And later this month, we'll be having Matthew. He is basically the vice president of Rip It. And he's going to be in here talking about how we're really trying to expand the softball department in retail stores, because we know like if you go to a Dick's or Academy, like the softball section is so undeserved, like you know, it's just like there is, you know, there's not a mannequin where baseball has it. There's such a small variety of selections, and so we're working really hard to really like expand the softball section and mannequins, like what you're saying.
All doors are getting mannequins this spring, so that's definitely a win for the softball community.
That is awesome. No, Janelle, this is great. And so now let's switch over to talk about our color matching process. And I see coaches right now sending in their comments, so continue to send in your questions, because right after this we're going to be going through the comments and answering all your questions and your feedback. But Janelle, like, let's dive into a little bit of color matching, because I know that that's a huge thing. We understand that, because we want your players to look amazing, to match from head to toe. But can you tell us a little bit about that process?
So the color matching process is a lot more complicated than everybody thinks. So between different fabric types, different fabric blends, different colors, different prints, there's so many different steps that you have to go through just to match one color amongst different products.
Right.
So here at Rip It, we make products like backpacks, fielder's masks, helmets, and now we're getting into apparel, so that's like our socks, our pants, our shirts. And so matching all these different product types to match one single color. Sometimes the colors that it takes to make this is actually different colors. Right. So it's definitely a test for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, if you guys look right here, all this table, like look at all these colors that we have to match, the coding. And also, you also do like lab dip tests, right, as well?
Yes. So in the process of developing a new color to match something else, we actually go through this project called lab dipping. And so in this process, we actually send out to our manufacturers usually 2 to 3 times to get us the correct color before we match it underneath of different lightings.
Exciting, Pantone.
So all the colors that we use for our products are Pantone colors. And to match them, we have to look at them under 3 different light sources, because depending on the lighting, your products will look significantly different. So this is how come when coaches go in stores, that something might look great on a shelf, but then when they get home and look at it outside, the lighting is completely different, so the colors change.
Right.
So that's one thing that we didn't know getting into the apparel business. But,
yeah, you never think about that, because it's true, there's different lightings, and we work so hard, guys, at making sure that our color matching is matching in different, you know, whether it's in the store lighting, bright daylight lighting, like different things. And so we've invested in this Pantone box. But it's just amazing, because we definitely want to give the best to your girls, you know. And I think, like, kind of like what I said earlier, like we consistently see, you know, more teams, more players switching to Rip It, because they see that we're committed to the sport. And they see, and you know, they want to be with a brand that is committed, focused, and wanting to give the best. And I just, yeah, like I said before, your department does such a great job with making sure that the quality is there, matching with uniforms. And like, even if you think about it too, because even our helmets, like we have standard color helmets, but then you need to match it with our pants.
Yes, so it's definitely a challenge.
Yeah.
It takes several rounds of color matching before we get the right color. But this new dedication to making sure all the colors match across the products has really helped coaches become dedicated to joining Rip It and seeing that we're really dedicated to making sure that all the colors match for their teams as well.
Right, yes. And I do have another question for you, but let's go back here and see some of the things that the coaches have asked. So we have Dean. Hey, Dean. So he is with the Wildfire team. Such an amazing coach who has been so supportive with Rip It. He says, will you guys be getting into colder weather gear like long sleeve shirts or sweatshirts?
So, hi, Coach Dean. We'll definitely be getting into long sleeve gear as well as anything ready for cold gear. So, one of the great things about Rip It is we're working really, really hard with our VIP team. So, the more VIP teams tell us that there's a need for a product, the sooner we can get to making this product. So, if all your teams want long sleeves and cold weather gear, because we definitely know a lot of other places besides Florida suffer with cold weather,
Right.
then we'll definitely be getting on that.
Yeah, and that was the benefit too of us going to the NSC clinic in Chicago. And if any of you are going to the NSC clinics, comment below, let us know if you're going to be showing up there. But we were able to meet with so many coaches who are from Michigan, Chicago, and it's great because when we have teams like that, we get to get feedback
Yes.
on, you know, what they need as well. So we will definitely be hopefully, what is the estimated time frame you think that we'll be starting on that product?
So we actually started on cold weather gear late last year, but because we've started doing some other focusing on new products like batting gloves and pants and sliders, I think cold weather gear would be more so a new product for 2020.
Okay, so 2020, stay tuned. We're going to be having sweatshirts, sweaters. I think you guys even mentioned was it joggers or
I
pants?
think joggers,
Yes.
pants,
As
pretty much
well.
anything cold weather gear that
Right.
should be coming 2020.
Yeah, and because our goal with Rip It is we want to also be that lifestyle brand, right? We want to be able to provide the girls an ability to show that their softball passion even off the field. So I know we're eventually going to be getting to that, but right now we are focusing on things on the game, things that girls wear. So join the VIP program, ripitvip.com. You have opportunities to test out new products, give us feedback on what new products we need to make. But I did want to give a special shout out to Cindy Corrado. I see that she has just joined in. Hey Cindy, thanks for joining in. Don't forget to invite other coaches as well, other parents, click that share button. But Cindy has been one of our VIP teams, has been so helpful. And just last week, what was it, December 1st, we had Alan, our Director of Product Development, basically go out there and support Cindy. She was doing a demo day, I believe, and you knew some information about that. How did that go?
So I believe it went really, really well. After speaking with Alan, I believe he said that one of the things that we're looking to do moving forward is help players from college that have just graduated actually start their own brand and become better influences in the softball community. So by going there, he met with a couple of new players in the D1. So I believe one of them was Alexis Ocasio.
Oh, yes.
And so they're looking to definitely do some branding things in influencers.
That is
So
exciting.
That's what Ripit's looking to get into coming up.
That's exciting. And Cindy, if you're still watching, comment below and let us know how it went because we really want to hear about it. But that's exciting. But with Cindy, what she does is she coaches, she does clinics, training. I think she even has her own spring team that she does as well. She basically went to Oklahoma, the World Series last year, and we outfitted her team. So thank you, Cindy. That's amazing. So let's go through and see. Okay, so Sunshine, she has a question. When is your deadline for the cheer for your gear contest? So yes, we are having a cheer for your gear contest. So we're doing a giveaway where your team will be able to win a set of uniforms if you send over and tag us your cheer. So I will have to get back to you because I am not sure when the deadline is for that, but I know it's coming soon. So I'll definitely comment below and follow up with you on that. But that is something very exciting. It's going on Instagram. I saw it through on Facebook. So guys, if you have your cheers going on, don't forget to submit that. And we have Coach Wes on from Wildfire. Hey, Coach Wes. We're so glad that you're here supporting. This is awesome. We have a lot of coaches. A lot of people supporting Coach Cindy, it seems like. So this is awesome. We see Deborah. She is from Firecrackers. Hey, Deborah. We see Chris. This is awesome. This is great. And so, Janelle, what I also wanted to ask you is, what do you enjoy the most about your job here at Rip It?
So the thing that I enjoy the most is definitely working hand in hand with a lot of our VIP teams to create products from ideas to products that actually end up being in stores sold across the U.S. like Dixon Academy. That's probably my favorite part about my job.
Yeah, it's really exciting. And it's awesome because we invite a lot of teams to come by the office as well. We'll usually invite 1 to 2 teams, give a pizza party, you guys have a tour of the office, and then what we usually do is we show product samples as well, and have your girls kind of see our process. Because it's one thing to know, to see the product come out, but then to know the process of it, it's kind of cool. It's definitely a cool experience to see that. And what would you say is one of your most favorite products at Rip It? Because you've made a couple now. What have you made? You've helped make us sliding shorts.
So I've helped with sliding shorts, the t-shirts, regular softball socks, softball headbands. We're coming out with a new classic backpack, batting gloves. I think we're working on bats now too.
Yeah. What would you say is your favorite and most fun product making?
I think the funnest product to make was probably our t-shirts, just because there was a lot of work that went into it, and we had to restart this process probably 3 times over. But after getting it down and figuring out what we wanted to do, I think making the shirts was definitely the best one.
Yeah, that was definitely fun. And you were able to see different designs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Now I'm going to flip it. What was your most frustrating product?
Most frustrating product. So the pants were actually kind of done when I got here, but definitely still doing some work on pants was a little bit frustrating because this was my first time learning how to do apparel. So learning how to fit things appropriately to make sure that our players have the best fitting clothing on the market. That was definitely a challenge.
Yes.
But we got it right, and so we've definitely been seeing that in our pants, that they've been flying off the shelves, and we can't get enough feedback from people saying that they love them.
Yeah, no, that's true because, I mean, you guys watching, you can comment below and share with us, what are some frustrations you experience with pants? But what we've heard is, like, the pants are too baggy because girls still want to look fitted in their pants. They want to look good on the field. And we worked so hard. Like, how many prototypes did we go through?
So for pants, we broke the system, and I think we went with between 10 to 15 different prototypes. Usually our product development process is usually 2 to 5. So we definitely went a lot over for the pants.
Right, definitely. And I think it was also because of the fabric. Depending on the fabric that you have, it affects the sizing. And do you want to tell them a little bit about even what goes on with, like, measuring and tech packs?
So
Actually, we have some examples here too, I think, right?
I think, yeah, those are some of the designs. So one of the aspects of designing new products includes making this thing called a tech pack.
Right.
And a tech pack essentially is all the directions that you'll need for how to actually build a product from scratch. So that includes all the colors that go into it, any of the materials, all the fabric blends, all the components, so the buttons, the zippers, all of that in one place, so that if you hand this booklet to anybody, they would be able to build your product for you. And that process, along with the fitting, takes a pretty good amount of time.
Right, and even with fitting itself, that was such a process as well, making sure that we stay consistent with the fitting, the measuring. We had to even create like a system and like how to measure.
Yeah, so for each of those shirts or products that we come out with, there's this thing called a POM, and this is called a process of measurement. So this is how you measure the product, no matter who it is, to make sure that the sizing is the same all across the board.
Yeah, no, that's great. It's true. Like the process that you all go through is tedious, but like I feel like it's also rewarding to be able to see all the hard work. And how long does it usually take to finish a product typically?
So what we like to do, I would say anywhere between 9 months to a year is the ideal place to live. But because we sometimes get things out a little sooner, I think the fastest we turned around a new product is 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months, okay. And so for coaches, parents, you guys watching right now, what are some products you want to see Rip It make? Let us know, comment below, because we have Janell right here, so we're going to take this feedback and start working on those products. Because like you said, it takes at least 6 months to make. So we want to know now. And I know, Dean, thank you for letting us know about the long sleeve. When we went to the clinic, we actually had some coaches mention coaches bags, right? Some handheld bags, which we did make, we stopped, so that's a good one also to consider. So parents, coaches, things that you want us seeing, things that you need on the field, comment below, let us know. We have Cindy here. She says, Gabby and Sean have been absolutely awesome. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Yes, so Sean here, he does our team sales. He's amazing. He basically manages the team sales and custom uniforms that we are starting to do. And we have a 3-week turnaround, guys. It's amazing. So if you want more information, feel free to message us, and we can give you more information on that. But Cindy says, very supportive. They love what they do. Thank you, Cindy. And then we see here Ken Janata. He says, will there be any additional colors added to the pant choices? Wildfire uses royal blue.
So that's a great question to have. We actually have been working on developing colors for different pants and team colors. So I know for sure that we definitely already have a scarlet approved and a navy approved. However, because sometimes the number of people that want this product is a little bit smaller, it's hard to produce this product large scale like across our stores and in Dixon Academy. But we're definitely looking to do this in the future, maybe somewhere in 2020 and there and after. But in terms of having the pants ready in that color, we might be able to have something in royal blue sooner than later.
Okay, yeah, and I'm looking at it now, actually. If you guys look at this mannequin, this was one of the samples. So we started doing it. Was that the navy or was that royal?
So that is the navy.
Okay, that's the navy. Yeah. So I think that's such a great question because it's true, a lot of teams wear different colors. But I know right now we have the standard charcoal, white, and black. But we will definitely put that on our to-do list. And then Cindy says, catcher's bag for sure. Oh, yes. I got a lot of that.
So catcher's bag is definitely going to be in the works. I think we might start working on that later this year, maybe as soon as 2020, but that won't be out for a few more years just because it's a lot harder to make a bag for a catcher because they have so much more gear than a regular player.
Right, and I know we started it, I think 2 years ago, but we had to stop it just because, there's so many products we can make, but we have to make sure that we're effectively looking what's the most important, what can we get out in time with best quality, right? Because we can make so many things, but we want to make sure the quality is good. But we are definitely taking things in, but continue to let us know what things you want so that they become in the priority list. But Catcher's Bag has been up there. And then Dean asked, besides apparel, will Rip It be developing more equipment like batting nets, tees, softballs? I know we talked about softballs.
So one of the things that we did is we had this meeting where we said all the products that would ever be needed for softball.
Right.
And all of these products are definitely on our list, but like Gabby said, we're kind of trying to rank them in terms of what's the most important to coaches and players. So softballs are definitely really important to the sport of softball. In terms of looking into them getting developed, we haven't yet put that on our to-do list, but it'll definitely be coming out from Rip It within the next few years.
Yeah, I would say that's probably more in the last, later. I know right now we're focusing on, filling the mannequin, providing the girl head to toe, and of course the winter gear and the catcher's bag. But that is a good question, though, softballs as well, and getting to all that so we can be, that one-stop shop place for you. Because I know that is our goal as well here at Rip It, is to provide all of that you need. And so if you guys are just tuning in, don't forget to click that share button. Tag a coach and parent, but also share this because we really want to grow and expand softball. We really want to invite as much coaches, parents, and players to be a part of our journey and elevating the sport of softball, right? Expanding it, partnering with us. And don't forget to also join our VIP program. It's just a great way for you to be able to learn and connect and help us, ultimately help us make the best products for the girls. But this was amazing. Thank you so much for getting on the show and giving us such insights.
No problem.
You do such an amazing job. And like I said earlier, so we are going to be giving away this Beauty and a Beast shirt, which is available in Academy, but you have the opportunity to win this shirt for free. All you have to do is basically click the share button, tag a coach and a parent as well, and then on Friday at 5, we will be choosing randomly the winner. So don't forget to tune in, and we will be giving this out. So yeah, and you don't have to be watching live as well. Even if you're watching this later, you have until Friday at 5 p.m. for a chance to win this. But Janelle, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Gabby.
Yes.
And we have a special interruption. So hey guys.
Hi Shay.
Hi. So I'm Shay. I'm the director of communications, and we have some exciting news. Gabby was recently engaged.
Oh my gosh!
We want to say congratulations on Live TV. We're so excited for you.
Thank you
We
so
love you.
much. You are so sweet.
So you guys make sure you tell Gabby congratulations.
Oh, yes, I did just get engaged. Oh, thank you, Shay. And so Shay is actually the director of communications. So she manages all marketing, all communications, does an amazing job. She's doing such an amazing job with trying to get the word out, what Rip It, we're committed to softball. And so Shay, thank you. You're awesome. Oh, this is amazing. But guys, next week, don't forget, we're going to be having an amazing mom panel out here. So we're going to be bringing in moms from different age groups. They're going to be sharing their experiences, their thoughts, their tips as well with, the Christmas season coming in, and even their thoughts with products in general. So be sure to tune in, invite other moms on the show. It's going to be an exciting time. So yes, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next show. Bye, guys.
Bye.